Today on Small Town Texas Barbecue, I'm making beef ribs. The good, thick, juicy plate ribs with some of our West Texas rub, brisket, and beef. You guys stay tuned, it's going to be a great day.
All right, today we've got some of the West Texas rub Judge's Choice brisket and beef. Got some ribs in the pan that are untrimmed. We're not putting any slather on it. We're not adding any mustard, mayonnaise, olive oil, or any of that. So we're going to go ahead and just season these up pretty liberally. It is a thick cut of meat, almost as thick as some ends of the brisket. So go ahead and get plenty on there. Get that flavor deep down. We're going to go ahead and cover all the sides as well. It's something you always want to do. Maximum bark and maximum coverage with every bit of rub, and we're just loving these ribs. Always a good day to make some beef ribs out on the smoker with your Judge's Choice brisket and beef. All right, so we've got these probed up. The smoker is on, and we've got that up to about 275 degrees, and we're gonna let these run. The range on this is about 275 to 300. You don't really want it to get much hotter than that. And I've got some post oak on some lump oak charcoal, and here we go. We're already seeing some nice bark production there. Seeing some bones popping out. And it's looking good. I've got some fire brick down in the bottom of the pit. There was a lot of cold that day, and what I like to do is just to maintain as much heat as possible and keep things pretty even is put some fire brick in there. And as we can see, this is what they look like when they come out. So you're just cooking these till they're about 195 to 205. And they're probe tender. It's what you want. You want a probe to be able to go into the meat without any issues. And this is what we're doing here. We're just going ahead and getting these on the board, giving them a good rest, wrapped them up for a little bit, and put the probe in just so we could see them get down to a temperature that actually we could go ahead and eat these at. Sure don't want them in my mouth at 195 degrees. But here we go. Now I didn't wrap these out in the smoker. I didn't wrap them until after they'd rested for a little bit. Then I left them in there until they got down to about 145, 150, somewhere in there. And as you can see, whoa, we've got some definite juiciness going on the board. We've got bones showing, so we've got these really cooked very well, and did get some great bark production out of the West Texas Judge's Choice brisket and beef rub. Shout out to them, great folks. If you can get you some. They have a website. You just look up West Texas Rub, and you can find all kinds of things there, including seasonings for your beans, seasonings for your French fries. They've got seasoning for sausage, so you're going to make some Texas style sausage. Get you some of that. I'll be doing that here in a few weeks with some of the stuff that Brady had given me from West Texas Rub. So get a good look at that. Everything's looking good. We're going to go ahead and slice these up, and that one on the far right had a ton of meat on it. Had some extra overhang of beef, and I am loving that. Loving the smoke ring and the bark on these, and just a matter of cooking it up. You know, you can do these low and slow. You can do them hot and fast like I did. You know, I run a Char Griller Smokin' Pro pit that I've refurbed, and it's pretty old, and it's out of whack a little bit, so I have to watch it pretty close and make sure that I'm tending to the fire and it's up and down every 10-15 minutes. and walking out there. So I keep a temperature probe inside of the smoker, so you can have a wide variety of temperatures. You just have to be careful that you know your smoker. So if you've got a pellet smoker, something like that, a gravity fed smoker, these are going to be a piece of cake for you. You can just sit inside, watch TV, and wait for them to be done, but they'll come out really, really nice. Now, I don't remember ever tasting anything out of a pellet smoker, to be honest with you. So I really don't know. I can't say it's better or worse than an offset, but I have heard people who have tasted pellet smoked ribs versus stick burners or offsets, that they like them better out of the offset. But like I said, I've never had that experience, so I don't know. Someday I might have a pellet smoker so I can test it out and see exactly how it works. Would love to try that just to see if I can get the same results. But the one thing that I do know about the pellet smoker is that it is going to have a more consistent temperature where it's not going up and down. You just set it and it's going to keep on doing what it needs to do without that human intervention. But take a look at these. No pellet smoker, no gravity fed, none of that stuff in there. And these came out pretty beautiful. Did require a bit of work on my part, but I'm glad to do that because I really, really enjoy these. So if you get an opportunity to make these for yourself, go out there and get some. You can find them at your grocery store. If they don't have them out on the shelf, ask the butcher for them. He can definitely get you some of those and take care of you. So smoke ring, bark on point. Good amount of fat there, so you got a ton of flavor. Love these beef ribs, and I'm sure I'll be doing a ton more of them eventually. Just so much fun. Love that smoke ring. You guys can check out the rest of my stuff, like my pictures and sometimes a couple of videos, out on Instagram as well. Follow me there. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. Get those notifications. Hey, if you want to critique my video, feel free, as long as it's constructive. I love stuff like that. Even if it's mean-spirited, sometimes I'll take a look at that and say, hey, I might have to learn something. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment, hit a like, hit a dislike, whatever you'd like to do. I just want to see it. You guys have a great day.